Hello, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. In this video today you can see there are some Makita power tool batteries. Some of these are actual Makitas and some of these are knockoffs. And what all these batteries have in common is they are all bad batteries. They've all failed. When I put them on the charger, it's red, green, red, green. So in the video today, we're going to go through one of these batteries and take a look and see if we can get it going. Now this one right here, I've already taken apart, and believe it or not, I found a loose wire in this battery, and it works. I got it fixed, and I got to thinking about that, and I thought, why don't I fix one on camera maybe, or tear one apart on camera? Now this one is also bad. When I put it in the tool, nothing happens. I don't get a light, I don't get nothing. I'll talk about this one again here in a minute though. Here's the Makita that I showed you. Put it in the drill, pull the trigger, look at the light. I get a little bit of light. So very interesting, but nothing enough to pull to make the drill spin. Here's another Makita that's bad, 3 amp hour battery. When I put the battery in, look, it actually turned the chuck a little bit. So there might be some hope with these two. And then this one has a little sticker on the bottom where it says bad. I just hang on to these. When they fail, I put them in a pile and I hang on to them. I'm not even getting a light out of that one. There's 4 screws on the bottom of these batteries. And if you take the screws off, this housing separates from the top. You got this little part here which makes up this button, right? So you also have a spring that goes underneath that button, and then of course you have the screws that holds it all together. So that's what the battery looks like, right? You're probably wondering, well, what kind of cells go inside of a battery like that? Is this the one that I fixed? Yeah, we'll leave that in the drill so I don't get confused. So this is the battery that I just showed you with that Makita blue button. So if you look really closely at this battery, you can see some like rusting and discoloration. They have really good soldering right here and right there on the positive and the negative. So they did a good job. The battery that is in my drill right now, that one had a loose connection. Now if we flip and look at the bottom of this battery, look at all this swelling. This tape has came off. There's some swelling. There's been apparently a leak or something right there on that cell. And as you can see, these batteries are made up of 10 18650 lithium ion cells. If we look here, we see rust, we see a lot of damage on this battery. So what I've determined is, you know, we have 10 cells in here, and there's going to be several of these cells are probably going to need to be replaced. The little circuit board right here still looks okay, and if you look at the battery cells, the 18650s on eBay, you can find them for like $5.50 a piece. So if we were going to replace all 10 of them, that's a chunk of change just to fix a aftermarket power tool battery. In fact, if we narrow that down and let's just say that we're going to replace 5 cells in this battery, that's $27.50 before shipping. So I don't think that fixing this battery with brand new cells, I just don't think that's a good option, because we all know that we can buy aftermarket batteries brand new for probably that same price. But what I am going to do with this battery is I'm going to save it, and I'll try to salvage what good cells are still left and maybe use those cells to fix other batteries. Now that's where this battery comes into play. This one has 5 18650 batteries, and each one operates at 1300 milliamp hour. When I tore this one apart and looked inside, I noticed that one of those cells appeared to be leaking. So I think for this one, it would be cost effective to repair. And especially if I can steal one of these and put it in there, I think I could get this one up and running. So these two, I don't know. What's interesting for me is this one. This is the one, remember, it didn't do anything when I put it in the drill. It's the one with the sticker on the bottom. That, I got a light there for a second. Did you see that? But nothing. Now, what's cool is this one and this one are both made by the same company. And I've already fixed this one. So I think in the video today, we'll take a look and find out what's inside this one, and hopefully find the problem, and hopefully get that problem fixed. So let's take this battery and put it into this charger and see, is it gonna do anything? See, the red indicator tells me that it's charging the battery, but look, red, green, bad battery, broken cell, or damaged battery. So we'll set that charger aside, and on the bottom you'll notice that there's 4 Phillips screws. So we'll get our little tray here to keep our screws, and let's see what's inside, and hopefully we'll find something. Maybe we can get it fixed, maybe we can't, I don't know. We're gonna take a look, and like I fixed that other one, I did that off camera, and I thought, well, since I'm out here messing around with these batteries, I might as well share. Might as well show you guys what I'm doing. There's 3. Let's find out. We should have 10 18650s in here. Let's pull this straight up. We'll pull this up, pull that spring off, put that spring in the bowl, and let's take a look. Okay, everything there looks clean. These cells look nice. I don't see any damage. I'm looking at each one. I'm looking to see if there's anything disconnected, because we just saw red, green, red, green. Everything looks all right. We've got good soldering here on the positive. See nothing leaking. Interesting. Ooh, whoa, folks, look at this. Wah, wah, wah. Take a look at that. I'll be damned. Look at that. The negative isn't even connected. So the solder broke loose. Well, I guess we know what that means. Let's plug in our soldering iron. I'll let this bad boy heat up, and we'll fix that, hopefully. I don't know if that's going to fix the problem, but hey, at least it gives us a place to start, right? I'll be back when this soldering iron's nice and hot. Okay, let's get a little flux here. We're gonna, oh, that's way too much. Get just a little flux, and we will flux this wire. Hopefully we'll get some solder sticking on that wire there. Is it gonna take the flux? Yes, it is. Good. So now let's heat up this solder here on this terminal. Boom. Hold that there for a couple seconds. That looks like a solid connection. Wow, that was pretty crazy. So should we test this? Because honestly, I don't see anything else that it could be. It looks like everything is put together well. Now we have a good solid connection. I'm thinking we put this back together and it'll work, I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and put, so you'll have this little cutout on the back side. That's where the button is. So this has to aim towards the front of the battery. So it's got to aim like this. So we'll just drop those cells back in, try to route those wires. Let's get our little spring, put it on this post. Hopefully we are going to be in business. Let's see what happens. Get these screws. They're stuck to that magnet there. Could we be that lucky? I don't know. I was on the other one. The other one had the same kind of deal. And I noticed on that other one, the cells weren't this pretty red like these ones had, the pretty red plastic on the cells. That other battery, I think, if I remember correctly, it was like that cardboard, like this one. It had cardboard like that battery had on those cells. All right, we are put back together. Moment of truth. Let's bring in our battery charger here. Flashing green. It's ready. We have red. We're charging. Is it going to change to red, green, red, green? I don't know. Well, it's not doing it yet, so I'll just let that do its thing. Now, in the meantime, while that is charging, let's go ahead and open this one up and I'll show you what I was talking about earlier and how I think that there's a bad cell on this battery. So we're waiting for that charger. It looks like it's going to stay charging. Come on. And one more. So this one has 5 18650s in it. There we go. Set those screws aside. So it's kind of the same idea. You have the cover, you have that, you got the little spring. But look at this cell right here. See, it's leaking. I think that cell right there is bad. Maybe even this one. Because you see, there's that corrosion right there. Could need 2 new cells. And these are 1300 milliamp hour 18650s. So these two, yeah, it might need this one. This one looks good. This one looks good. Yeah, so it might need this one and this one changed out. So I'll leave this one apart and we might fix that one, but I'll do that one off camera if I do. But what I wanted to show you while we're waiting is this one. So the little CXT 12-volt batteries, so instead of having 5 18650s going this way, what's in there? Does anybody know? Is it 14500s? Is it 10440s? What if it was 3 18650s going this way? That's what it is, folks. I've already taken this apart and I was blown away. I was expecting 14500s or something. Now, there's nothing wrong with this battery. It's just volunteering to be taken apart for your viewing pleasure, folks. Look at that. Ain't that cute? You get 3 18650s in a CXT battery. That is crazy. Pretty cool. I was blown away when I saw that. I was like, man, that makes me want to invest in those CXT batteries even more. Those are pretty darn cool. It doesn't have a Phillips though. It's like some little Torx kind of little screw. But that's crazy, isn't it? Those little CXT batteries. Crazy. So I'm just waiting on the charger. So that means that the CXT tools at 12 volt, you know, you've got 3 cells in here. It's almost as much as this one that has 5. It's pretty crazy what they're doing with these little batteries. I thought that was pretty cool. So this light is still red. Battery's still charging. I'm blown away. When I get this CXT put back together, I'm gonna probably turn the camera off because I don't want to bore you guys and wait for this, but we'll see if that battery's gonna take a charge. It's looking like it is. Pretty crazy. So let's move that out of the way. We'll move that back in the center. Still red. I'm going to turn the camera off and I'll be back. Oh, we got a red-green. Check that out. Red-green. Woohoo! That means we're close. That means we're almost charged. We're just waiting on that green light. Yay! Check it out. We are green. We are charged. The moment of truth is here. Let's take a look and see what happens. So this is how the other battery I fixed sounds. Let's try this one. Is it gonna work? Woo! Nice. Whoa. I'm happy about that. So over here I have a little block of wood. Let's do some testing. Let's see if it'll run some screws in there. Wow. Got plenty of power. Split the wood. Those screws get hot too. Very nice. I'm happy. I am very happy right now. I've got 2 batteries that were bad and now they're running like a champ. That is absolutely fantastic. What does that mean? That means things like my 36 volt tools can now have batteries dedicated for them. I've got a 7 1/4 circular saw. 2 of them actually. I got a rear handled one and a blade left, and then I have a right blade one. Okay, let's take these batteries. Let's put them in my 7 1/4 rear handled saw. Get my hearing protection on. And let's see what happens here. is so nice to be able to have those batteries up and running. Wow, I'm really happy about that. I'm a happy camper, folks. This is just fantastic to get 2 of these batteries that were bad back up and running. And then again, I'm going to take a look at this a little further, see what's going on with these cells, maybe swap them out, and maybe salvage some of the cells out of here. These little circuit boards right here are good to hang on to also. This is the battery gauge right here. So maybe I'll be able to get something working out of that little battery. And then I still have these other 2 Makita batteries that are bad. I got to go through them and see what's going on with them. But folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video, fixing this battery. It was very, very simple. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave comments down below, like this video, share this video, and until next time, again folks, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.